Well, your time is 6:14 on this Wednesday morning, starting out with some tips for hurricane season. Now, it's going to ramp up in the next few weeks as we get into late August, early September. So whenever a storm or a hurricane is out in the Atlantic, just be curious about it. Don't worry, because that's going to be thousands of miles away from the Gulf of Mexico and here in South Texas. But if it gets in the Caribbean, the Western Atlantic, be cautious and then be more concerned when it's 5 to 7 days out, getting closer to the East Coast or the Caribbean or the Gulf of Mexico. Now, we do have one to be curious about, but not too concerned. We have Tropical Depression 11 spiraling out in the central Atlantic at this hour. Wind sustained at 35 miles per hour. Wind gusts up to 45, moving west-southwest at about 6. So right now it's slightly disorganized. It's ingesting a lot of dry air that's out to our north, or to the north of the storm. And you'll see just a lot of storms on this western side, but not a whole lot of activity on this eastern side. So it's kind of asymmetrical. It's not too organized right now, but it is expected to strengthen over the next couple of days. In fact, by about Friday morning, if not earlier, it should be named Josephine. And this is going to track closer to the northern Caribbean and north of the Puerto Rico area, north of the Lesser Antilles Islands, and make a run for the Bahamas, if not turning before that back in the Atlantic Ocean. So needless to say, we'll keep an eye on it, but right now, not a threat for anyone at this point. Upper 70s to lower 80s out across the board, 78 in Kingsville and 82 elsewhere along the coastline. Winds sustained at about 15 and 20 later on today, so they'll be gusting up to the double digits later on this afternoon, which will help circulate the air a little bit more with this summertime heat expected for your Wednesday. Right now, mostly clear out to our north. And even out to our east and west, we have high pressure really just dominating our forecast. Now, we have a couple storms crossing the Texas and Arkansas border, which right now may be a little severe right now, but this is away from us. We don't have to worry about this. For the most part, we have high pressure in control, and that's leading to the big story, heat out across the plains. I mean, look at this, 90 in Phoenix at this hour, 74 in Amarillo, or warmer than that, 81 in Corpus Christi. And you'll see where the more mild temperatures are located at across the Midwest and also into the northern states, Montana, Seattle, also into Oregon. Okay, hour by hour temperature, live look with our look cam looks pretty good. High temperatures in the middle to upper 90s. Around 96 for a high temperature here in the city. So it's going to be a hot day on tap. Now you factor in humidity, it's going to feel more like 109 to 110 around 3 and 4 o'clock. So please keep in mind, stay hydrated, be careful out there. It is going to be some impressive heat later on today. Now, where does the heat go from here? It moves off east into Texas through about Friday afternoon, which is going to keep the heat with us. Now, as it moves west through about the weekend, temperatures will take a couple ticks off, but right now still pretty hot. And as it moves west into Monday and Tuesday, that will allow the door to open for a couple sea breeze showers. Not a lot, but as we get this trough of low pressure going by about Wednesday, this dip in the jet right here, that starts to increase our rain chances slightly. Now, we're looking at a lot. It looks like between about a tenth to a quarter over the next 7 days. The wider spread activity is out to our east and northeast. And here in the city, if you get under a downpour through next Tuesday through next Wednesday, it could amount to about a quarter. But right now, not too optimistic. These rain chances are on the low side. Okay, today, highs in the 90s, plenty of sunshine, water temperatures in the middle to upper 80s, so not too far from the actual air temperature. UV index up to extreme sunrise the next, let's say, 45 minutes or so, and sundown just after 8 o'clock this evening. All right, 7-day forecast. Thursday and Friday look hot and very dry. This weekend, yeah, small chance at rain, but don't count on it. Monday and Tuesday, dry as well, highs in the 90s and mornings in the 70s as we get into middle August. John Thomas.